My 2008 Subaru Impreza 2.5i. I swapped the cluster on it just a minute ago, and this is out of a 2009 WRX, because you can tell by the different layout compared to the original one how it doesn't have a temperature gauge, and the tachometer is in the middle and the speedometer is over on the right. So I chose this cluster because I wanted the temperature gauge, doing a long story a while back where I replaced my water pump and put my thermostat in upside down and the car overheated, and I couldn't figure out why because the system still had air in it. So if I would have had this, it kind of would have helped me diagnose that, but it's all set in order now. So to change this, it's pretty easy. I'm not going to show you because I need two hands for it. So you pull this guy off of the dash. I use two hands down here on this section right here, and it should pop right off, and then you just get the two screws on top that I took out. Then you pull your cluster forward, you reach back there and push that little tab right there, and the cluster should come right off. Then you switch that, and then it should light up and be perfect. Just as soon as I turn the car off and pull the key out, I have to start over again to keep it. And I will have to send this off to get the miles reprogrammed. I know my local dealer won't do it. I'd like to keep the 60,000 less miles that this cluster has compared to my original one, but it's extremely illegal, and I don't want to face any charges. So after that, after I get the miles programmed and I get the cluster back, I have to take it to the dealership or find some guy on Craigslist or something, Facebook Marketplace, that kind of thing, and get the keys reprogrammed so I can enjoy my new cluster. I did take it around the block a little while ago. Not going to do it again now. I think my car has a vacuum leak, but it wanted to die at every stoplight, but that's a vacuum leak. But I drove for a couple miles and the car kind of started limping. Not sure if it's anything related to it. I thought it was the first time it ever happened. It kind of put it in a limp mode. But that's how easy it is to change your console. It's just a couple tabs and two screws and one connector. And yeah, so you can go with other clusters. I know there's ones out of the Forester, but if you have an Impreza like mine, just the red looks so much better. I don't know why you would switch to the blue. And make sure if you do an STI, you're going to have the weird SI like center differential controls thing lit up back here that you're not going to have on this one. So it makes this cluster look a whole lot cleaner, which I prefer. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions about anything, let me know. But another thing I did do to my car, I did install a backup camera. If you are fortunate like me and you do have this fancy original Kenwood premium radio with the navigation, it's very simple, and I can show you about that if you want to know. You just get this connector off of Amazon and buy whatever backup camera you want, drill it into the back hatch, run the wires after taking your whole interior apart, which is not necessarily too fun, just takes a whole while, and then you'll have a backup camera. And then the next thing I did with this car, if anyone's interested about, I swapped in a 2005 Subaru Legacy or Outback cluster, and I wanted the fancy little armrest and the sliding cup holder cover. I did do this. I'm not proud of it right here. My car they put an aftermarket heated seat switch in, so I just took the little like connector cover off the Subaru, the Impreza console, and I pushed it on there after dremeling that out, and which I did a terrible job at. But now I have my console, and I also have a Pop-Tart, couple receipts, and this guy. For if you have that premium radio, you'll have your weird AV outlets to watch movies, or if you really wanted, you can put a Nintendo Wii in here and bowl while you're driving. I know you unplug this little guy down here. It works on mine. You unplug this little wire right here. You can watch movies while you're driving. Not that I do it. Don't try it. I wouldn't try it. Don't do it. But you can. if you want to. If you haven't had the dealer update your, I know there was a recall for something with the ECU, but if you have them update it, the feature does go away. I'm just trying to figure out how to get it back, because it was neat for a car trip, so I was able to, my passengers at least were able to watch TV on the one screen in here. And what else did I do to this car so far? Really nothing else. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Especially about this radio. This radio is pretty neat. One last feature I'll show you. To see a lot of the systems of your car, you press the audio button. To get to this screen, then left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Or no, you turn the audio off and then left, right, left, right, left, right. There we go. And then you get to see this whole custom scene, this weird hidden feature thing where you can see if your AC is engaged or not. I disconnected mine because my compressor is going. I'll need to replace that. It shows you when you go into reverse and a whole bunch of other cool things. And this was how I tested my rear backup camera. That doesn't want to work now. I don't know what the dealer setup is, but yeah, it is pretty cool. If anybody has any questions about anything I showed you, especially about this cluster, I'd be more than happy to answer. And if anybody has little Bluetooth switches for your phone that go right here, please message me about that, because I might want to buy those off of you, because I put this little microphone on here for the Bluetooth phone option for, I think it's only for this radio, and I'm not able to hang up on anybody without touching my phone. And if it's down in my back pocket where it normally is, I don't want to have to go digging to hang up on somebody. So if anybody has that little switch and the wire going from back inside the console to the radio, I would gladly purchase that from you. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions about the radio, the cluster, or my console, I'd gladly answer those for you. Thank you.